In this video, we will be checking the easiest and the fastest way to approach this question. How are we going to approach it without wasting time? Set x minus 2 to be equal to 0. With that, you have x to be equal to 2. And also x minus 4 to be equal to 0. You have x to be equal to 4. Between the two numbers, which of them is the smaller? 2 is the smaller one. So we have these three inequalities: x less than 2, followed by 2 less than x less than, the next number is 4. Then we have x greater than 4. Now, is this our final answer? No, these are just suggestions. Now, how are we now going to check our final answer? We let f of x to be equal to x minus 2. That is the given question, x minus 4. Now, let us test for, we know we have the first inequality we have is s less than 2. Let us check for a value that is lesser than 2. Let's say 1. That means if I put 1 here now, I will be having 1 minus 2 and also 1 minus 4. And what is that? That is minus 1 minus 3. That means we have plus 3. Our answer is positive. That means x, anything lesser than minus 2, will give us a positive answer. Now, here comes the trick. You know, I said we have three suggestions. We have x less than 2, followed by 2 less than x less than 4, then followed by x greater than 4. Now, since testing for a number lesser than 2 gives positive, that means if you are testing for a number between 2 and 4, don't stress yourself again. It is going to be negative. Don't stress yourself. And also the next one will be positive, because the sign will continue to alternate. Let's assume what we have here is minus. Now this will be plus, this will be minus. I will still check. I will still do other. I will still use this method for other questions as well. Now, what is now our final answer? To get our final answer now, go back to the question. In the question, we were given x minus 2 and x minus 4 to be greater than 0. Good. For any value to be greater than 0, that means such a value is a positive number. That means we are now going to pick the positive ones here. And what are the positive ones? We have this guy and this guy. That means our final answer, finally, we have x less than 2 and s greater than 4 to be the final answer. Now, let me use the same approach to solve another question again. Let me use the same approach to solve another question again. Let's say we have x plus 1 and we have x minus 7 less than 0. Oh yeah, let us use the same approach. You can pause the video, try it yourself, then you can check my solution. So let's go. Set x plus 1 to be equal to 0. So we have x to be equal to minus 1, and also x minus 7 to be equal to 0. We have x to be equal to 7. Now, between 7 and minus 1, which of them is smaller? Exactly the same way we did the first one, minus 1. So we are going to have 3 suggestions as well. So we have x less than minus 1, followed by minus 1 less than x less than 7, then the last one, x greater than 7. So we have 3 suggestions, but is this our final answer? No. How are we now going to check to know our final answer? We say let f of x is equal to x plus 1 and x minus 7. Now, the first inequality we have here is x less than minus 1. X less than minus 1. Now, think of a value that is lesser than minus 1. Let's say minus 2. Let's say minus 2. So what is f of minus 2? F of minus 2 is minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 minus 7. So we have minus 1 and minus 9, and that's plus 10. Good. So we are not going to use sine table. So we have, that means if any value that is lesser than minus 1 will give us positive answer. That means you just have to rewrite the three suggestions that we have: x less than minus 1, minus 1 less than x less than 7, and x greater than 7. Now here come the trick. So this guy give us plus. That means the next one will be minus and the next one will be plus. So the sign will be alternating. Don't stress yourself. Now, how are we now going to know your final answer? Go back to the question. In the question, you have less than 0. For something to be less than 0, that means that thing is a negative value. That means which of them is now negative? Minus. That means this is our final answer. So that means finally we have minus 1 less than x less than 7 to be the final answer. Now, can we now use the same approach to solve? Can we now use the same approach for three values as well? Let's say we have x minus 1. Let's say we have x plus 2. Let's say we have x minus, let me say 5 less than 0. Can we use the same approach for this one again? Now, the same thing. You can pause the video and do it yourself before you check the solution. So exactly the same approach. You set x minus 1 to be equal to 0. So you have x to be 1, x plus 2 to be equal to 0. So you have x equal to minus 2 as well. And the last one, x minus 5 equal to 0. So you have x to be 5. Now, my question is, which of them is the smaller? Between 1 minus 2 and 5. We know that you will agree with me that minus 2 is the smallest one. That means you write x less than minus 2. Now, after minus 2, what do we have? 1. Then you write minus 2 less than x less than 1. After 1, we have 5. That means we have 1. You write 1 less than x less than 5. Then finally, so after 5, we didn't have anything. That means we are going to end it with x greater than 5. Now here comes the trick. Do not use sine table to solve this. Do not use sine table to solve this. So what are we now going to do? So you let what we did earlier. Let f of x to be equal to x minus 1, x plus 2, and then x minus 5. Now, the first value we are having here is, the first inequality we have here is s less than minus 2. Now, think of a number that is lesser than minus 2. Let's say minus 3. So if we put minus 3 here, what will happen? If you put minus 3 here, what will happen? We have minus 3 minus 1. We have minus 3 plus 2. We have minus 3 minus 5. So we have minus 4 multiplied by minus 1 and multiplied by minus 7. If you notice this thing now, we are going to have minus 28. That means we have negative answer. That means our first inequality gives us negative answer. So how are we now going to check for the final result? So we have x, so we write it x less than minus 2, minus 2 less than x less than 1, 1 less than x less than 5, and x greater than 5. So do not use sine table again. Now the first inequality with the first value we tested here, we had minus 28. That means this first inequality give us minus. Now I told you the sign will alternate, so this will be plus, this will be minus, and this will be plus. Now go back to your question. In the question we have lesser than 0. So if if something is, if a value is less than 0, what are we expecting? We are expecting such a value to be negative. That means we are going for, this guy and this guy. So finally we have x less than minus 2 and 1 less than x less than 5. Good, good. So use the same method to solve this as well. Let me give you this. Do this yourself. Do it yourself. So use this to solve this as well. X minus 3, x plus 4, and x minus x plus 9 greater than 0. What are we going to have? So give me your answer in the comment section. So like, comment, and subscribe as well, and share with others. Thank you.